Here's the Foreign Minister, Penny Wong.
Shortly, can I start by acknowledging all those who are affected by the devastating floods, and note that in particular the Prime Minister and Minister Watts have been trying to deal with this issue. There are two announcements I'd like to make this morning. The first is the appointment of Steve Bracks as Australia's Special Representative on Greater Sunrise. For those of you who might recall, in my visit to Timor-Leste, I had a discussion with the President Ramos Horta about how we might unstick the Greater Sunrise project, which the Australian government is not a party to, but is critical for the financial and economic viability of Timor-Leste going forward. So I'm very pleased that not only has Mr Bracks agreed to do it, but that the President and Prime Minister of Timor-Leste have also agreed to his appointment. Secondly, I want to make an announcement in relation to Jerusalem. Today, the government has reaffirmed Australia's previous and long-standing position that Jerusalem is a final status issue, and a final status issue that should be resolved as part of any peace negotiations between Israel and the Palestinian peoples. This reverses the Morrison government's recognition of West Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Australia's embassy, of course, has always been and remains in Tel Aviv. The Australian government remains committed to a two-state solution in which Israel and a future Palestinian state can coexist in peace and security within internationally recognised borders. We will not support an approach that undermines this prospect. I would say I realise this is an issue of great interest to some parts of the Australian community, and I would say this. We are committed to international efforts in the responsible pursuit of progress towards a just and enduring two-state solution. I also wish to say to the members of the Jewish community, Australia will always be a steadfast friend of Israel. We were amongst the first countries to formally recognise Israel under Labor Prime Minister Ben Chifley, and we will not waver in our support of both Israel and the Jewish community in Australia. We are equally unwavering in our support of the Palestinian people, including in the provision of humanitarian support. I would say that Mr Morrison's decision to play politics, and it was no more than that because of course we all know where the embassy remained, resulted in Australia's shifting position. I know that this has caused conflict and distress and concern in parts of the Australian community, and today the government seeks to resolve that.